You guys just continue to invest. You've got a huge project backing, I think it's 720 Fifth Avenue here in New York City.
Right, the Crown building.
Yeah, making a big bet there as well. You got Carl Icahn, pretty smart guy as well, betting against malls. Is that sort of separate and distinct from what you guys see right now?
Absolutely. It is separate and distinct, but it's an understandable bet.
It is. And you're a commercial real estate guy.
In the secondary retail market, you've got dropping footfall, you've got increasing vacancies, because we all know, and you were just talking about it in the previous segment, that the shopping online market is growing so fast that the secondary markets are not able to respond. The owners don't have the capital base to convert their properties in what they need to do into more experiential offerings. So your huge city centre malls, they're still trading well, but your secondaries are struggling because people don't need to go there. You know, we've invested in many of the experiential things that we believe the retailers need.
And when you say experiential, a lot of it is hotels. We mentioned the Waldorf Astoria in Beverly Hills. 720, the Crown Building, is going to be, as I understand it, a hotel with luxury apartments on top. You've got a big project, I think one of the tallest buildings built recently or ever in Miami.
That's right.
You know, some people suggest maybe this is an overheated market. You clearly don't feel that way, John.
I was actually talking about other experiential things. We've invested in 3 or 4 businesses, an online a golf business called Swingers, which is opening in DC shortly.
I don't want to be clear, that's a mini golf and entertainment complex outside of Washington, DC.
It's a great name. A women's club called Albright, a great sporting business called St. James. And what we're finding is that the mall owners who have the capital base to be able to convert their spaces are increasingly interested by the differing offerings so that they can drive people through their centres. And I think that you have to have a reason to go to these centres. And if you don't, I'm afraid they're going to continue to struggle.
And listen, you are London-based, London investments, DC, New York, Miami. We're hitting the hot spots. Do you still need to stay if you invest in debt and equity and real estate and capital markets in these sort of A-plus locations? You're not going to Cleveland. I'm not knocking Cleveland.
So we're big believers.
Using them as an example.
Exactly. We're big believers in the gateway cities. We're big believers that you go to the centres that people want to live in, where human capital is attracted to, where the full gamut of experience in a city, from leisure to sport to entertainment to business, is attracted. You look at Miami, you look at Los Angeles, you look at New York City. These are places that continue to grow. And whilst they may go through small dips, the strength of the gateway cities gives them greater resilience from a real estate perspective.
Is the appetite for investors to still acquire debt out there?
No, it is. It is. Look, we're in a very low interest rate environment. Across the world, we've been, very, very low for over 10 years now.
Or even negative in parts of Europe.
Correct. So people are getting used to that environment. People understand it, and they're looking, and they're prepared to take a little bit more risk to get some yield on their money. And ultimately, that's good for people who want to hold debt, but it's also good for people who want to hold real estate in the gateway cities, because they understand that actually small amounts of long-term growth is good for them.
I can't let you go without asking. We're both Tottenham fans. I mean, you're a huge Tottenham fan. I'm a phony because I'm an American. The coach out yesterday, Jose Mourinho, legendary. It's done?
It's done. So look, first
you tried to buy Tottenham.
In 2014. So that's a different story for a different time. But I will say, first, I think as a Spurs fan, you have to thank the previous coach. He's changed the perception of the club. Jose Mourinho, wow, that feels like a roll of the dice of epic proportions, but we wish him well.